208.
208.
208.
Okay.
To the what?
To the left.
A nurse was found dead in her bathroom with a gunshot wound to the head. Her friend claimed it was suicide, but detectives discovered something that would unravel his entire story.
911, what is the address of your...
I got a girl who shot herself.
You Ching, watch out. What? Gun. Let me get the gun, Ching. Not gonna stop it. Not beating. No problem.
On December 15th, 2022, 32-year-old Alexandra Lee Pennig was living her life as a dedicated registered nurse in downtown St. Paul, Minnesota.
I had climbed out of the darkness with permanent scars, but a heart of gold and the promise that as a nurse, I would try my best for people like me to not be alone and help them like those nurses had helped me.
Described by family and co-workers as compassionate, kind, and devoted to helping others, Alex had built a career around caring for patients, but beneath the surface, she was battling personal demons, struggling with addiction and mental health challenges that few people knew about. That day, Alex called Matthew Ecker, a 45-year-old nurse practitioner from Fergus Falls, who she'd been romantically involved with for about 2 years. According to Ecker, she was scared after getting into a fight with her boyfriend, Shane Anderson. Ecker claimed she begged him to come protect her, so he grabbed his legally owned firearm and made the drive to her apartment. That evening, Alex and Ecker went out to several bars in downtown St. Paul. At approximately 12:30 a.m. on December 16th, they arrived at Camp Bar. What happened next would set off a chain of events that would end in tragedy. Shane Anderson was already at the bar when they arrived. Surveillance footage captured the moment Anderson approached Alex and began talking to her. The conversation quickly escalated. When Ecker stepped between them, Anderson punched him in the face. Security immediately kicked Anderson out, while Alex and Ecker stayed for another hour, drinking and talking. Around 1:30 a.m., Alex and Ecker left the bar together and returned to her apartment. According to building surveillance, they entered her unit on the second floor. What transpired in that apartment over the next hour would become the subject of intense scrutiny. At approximately 2:50 a.m., Matthew Ecker called 911.
Is she alive? Is she breathing?
No.
Okay, I'm going to get medical dispatch on the line. Just one moment.
Thank you.
What's your first name?
My name is Matt. She just shot herself in the head in the bathroom.
Okay. How long ago did this happen?
About 4 minutes ago.
All right, they're on the way. Do you know where the weapon is right now?
It's right on her chest. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Oh my God, I don't know why.
Ecker told the operator that Alex had locked herself in the bathroom, grabbed his gun from his backpack, and shot herself. He claimed he heard the gunshot, then forced open the bathroom door to find her lying on the floor with a wound to her left temple. St. Paul police officers arrived at 2:56 a.m. Officer Vang was the first to enter the apartment.
Do you see the shell casing?
I would,
See if you can see the shell casing.
See the blood on the toilet and the sink? How did those get there? It doesn't need to splatter.
the gun was in her hand, facing like this, towards the water. What you saying? She's lost a lot of color. She's already. Yeah, so it's like borders.
Yeah.
The blood's on the toilet, on the corner.
Yeah, you see her arm, her hand, and those, the sink in the
The sink's
toilet.
dry. The mirror's dry.
Then we got dry blood on here too. On the doorknob here. Up here. That's dry blood.
Hey, you wanna come over?
That's her phone. That's her phone. Okay. I'll just hold on to this one. Okay.
Just come with us over here. We're just gonna sit here. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you can just sit. It's fine. You can sit over here. That's okay.
Officer Vang immediately found Alex lying face up on the bathroom floor. Blood pooled around her head. A handgun rested on her left shoulder with her left hand positioned on top of it. But something didn't look right. Alex was right-handed, yet the gun was found under her left hand. For responding officers, the position of her body and the weapon immediately raised red flags. The scene just didn't match what you'd expect to see in a suicide. Outside the bathroom, officers encountered Matthew Ecker. He appeared distraught, but cooperated with police. He repeated his story. Alex had locked herself in the bathroom and shot herself, and he'd broken down the door after hearing the gunshot.
You gotta breathe. Keep breathing. You gotta keep breathing. You gotta keep breathing. I know it's shocked. I know it's hard. And I'm so sorry it happened.
Why did she do it?
Were you gonna argue? Were you guys arguing or something?
No.
Did she say anything?
We're friends.
Okay.
She is a girlfriend of mine. Oh my God, I'm married. And she has been, my girlfriend, I was just
Take your time.
for like 2 years. And I'm a terrible person for that. And we went to a bar.
Today?
Yep.
Okay.
Camp. Does that make sense?
Camp bar?
Yep. And her boyfriend confronted me, he punched me,
Okay.
and he got kicked out.
Okay.
And we came back here after that, like everything was fine.
Who's we? You and her?
Her and I.
Okay.
Everybody got, he got kicked out of the bar,
Okay.
and we stayed for about an hour maybe.
Okay.
Some reason they know that you were an ex-boyfriend or something, that you might have information about who she hangs out with. Potentially you were with them at a bar last night.
I wasn't.
Okay. It's just somebody, one of her other friends that mentioned your name.
Is she okay?
She's passed away.
No.
Yeah. And so that's why we need you to talk to the investigators.
Oh.
I can't share all. I don't have all the information. The investigators need to chat with you.
So that was yours?
Yeah, it was my gun. In my backpack.
It was in your backpack?
Yeah.
How did she get it?
She just grabbed the backpack.
Did she make any threat before that she was gonna kill herself? Herself?
She just grabbed it and put it to her head.
Were you guys arguing or something?
No.
Detectives DeSanto and O'Donnell arrived to take over the investigation. As they examined the scene more carefully, the inconsistencies began to pile up.
So I'm sorry to kind of interject me, and I know you've been talking to this officer, but she locked herself in the bathroom.
Yeah, she did.
How did you get into the bathroom?
I broke it. I just slammed into the door after I heard the shot.
Okay.
I don't.
And then how long? It said that you waited a little bit to call police.
No, I looked at her, I ran back out, and I couldn't find my phone. And I tried to find it.
What kind of phone is yours?
It's an Apple phone. Apple, I think 12, 11, whatever.
Okay. Do you know where it is in there?
It's maybe on the...
Is it the one with the black case?
It's a black case that says Night Eyes on the back.
Okay. Where was it?
Maybe on the, what do you call it? The kitchen thing.
Island?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, did you touch her at all or move her?
I did, yeah, absolutely.
Where was she?
She was laying where she was.
Okay, so how did you move her? Like, what did you do? I know it's...
I tried to hold the thing, I just, the hole in her head, and she was trying to breathe.
She was trying to breathe and you were trying to stop the breathing, or the blood? So how did you try to give first aid? I know it's...
I know. I'm an NP.
Okay.
I work in an emergency department. And I started taking a couple of just, like, chain stokes breathing.
Yeah.
Like, I understood that this was just done.
Mm-hmm.
She just, I tried what I could.
So, and I know that I just have to, because I have
Yeah,
a medical examiner.
I get it. Like, I tried to do what I could.
Okay.
And then I washed my hands. And
Then you wash your hands?
Correct. That's why I don't have anything.
And then you called the police?
Ecker claimed he had washed his hands after trying to help Alex, attempting to explain why there might be blood on him. But when investigators checked the sink, it was completely dry. If he'd washed his hands moments before police arrived, the sink should have been wet. Even more suspicious, despite his claim of trying to render aid and breaking down the door, Ecker had no gunshot residue on his hands or clothing. For someone who had just forced open a door and handled a gunshot victim, this absence of physical evidence was highly unusual. The bathroom door showed clear signs of forced entry, with the lock mechanism damaged. Ecker's story was that he broke it open after hearing the shot, but then forensic investigators made a discovery that would change everything. As the forensic team moved Alex's body, they found something underneath her. A small metal ring, about the size of a quarter. It was a piece of the bathroom door lock. This single piece of evidence became the centerpiece of the prosecution's case. According to detectives' theory, when Ecker broke open the bathroom door, this small metal piece fell to the floor. Then Alex was shot, and her body fell on top of it. This meant the bathroom door was forced open before the shooting occurred, not after, as Ecker had claimed.
Given everything that had happened, I have a concealed carry permit. And I did have that on, not at the bar, but I had that on prior to when I got to her place initially. I had taken that off and I just put it in a backpack. I was just sitting on her couch, just to kind of seal it up that way. After all of this had happened, we went back to then her apartment, roughly 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. She went into my backpack, pulled up the gun, and cocked it, and held it to her head and started backing up towards the bathroom. And I asked her what she was doing. She said, "Don't come closer, just if you come any closer, I'm gonna pull the trigger." And I was like, okay. And I don't know where this came from. It wasn't, I know there had been some issues with her boyfriend prior to this, but she seemed fine. You know, we were laughing on the way home. Everything was fine. And she backed up towards her bathroom. I kind of followed her. She then went in and shut the door and locked it. And I asked her what she was doing, and I heard the pop. And so, you know, I tried to get in, and my recollection here is that the door was locked. And I laid a shoulder into it after I heard the pop, opened the door, and she was just... And honestly, it's ridiculous. I have medical training, I know what to do, but in that instance, I didn't know what to do. There's just a hole in her head, spewing out, I didn't know what to do.
Ecker's entire story was beginning to unravel, but investigators wanted to understand the relationship between him and Alex before making any moves. Detectives discovered that Ecker was married with 4 children back in Fergus Falls. He'd been carrying on a secret relationship with Alex for 2 years while maintaining his family life. Financial records showed he had given Alex approximately $28,000 during their relationship. He had also prescribed her various medications and knew about her struggles with mental health and a previous attempt.
Did she take the gun out of the holster before backing up to go to the bathroom?
I would think so.
Okay.
I guess, yeah, because she would have pulled it out. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess she pulled it out as she was in the kitchen, so it would have been maybe 5 or 6 steps from the bag itself. Or, I don't know if she took it off immediately when she pulled it out of the backpack.
Okay.
Or if she took it out, but, you know, as she was backing up, I honestly can't remember.
How was she holding the gun when she was backing up to the bathroom?
She had it down here first, and then she cocked it. Left hand cocked it, but she ended up holding it to her left temple.
She left-handed?
She's not. That's what was weird.
So then she just went back up and went into the bathroom, and then...
She went like this, and she started backing up, and I said, "Well, what are you doing?" She's like, "Don't come closer, or I'm gonna pull the trigger." Alex, this doesn't make sense. What are you doing? And then she kind of kept backing up and said, "Don't come closer." And then she went into the bathroom and shut the door. And like I said, I believe she locked it because I could not get in.
Okay.
And if I remember right, I mean, I know I did lay a shoulder into it. I don't know if it was locked or not, but I laid a shoulder into the door after I heard the gun go off.
How long, so she get in the bathroom, shut the door, how long till the gun went off?
2 seconds.
Okay.
Maybe it was fast.
So explain to me when you got the door open, explain the scene to me, like how was she laying?
She was on her back. The gun was here-ish. And I grabbed the gun, I put it on her chest, and I was trying to, I don't know, like I said, I had medical training, and like just for some weird reason, I just was like trying to hold the blood in her head. That made no sense to me. I didn't know what else to do. And it took about maybe a minute to realize, like, I'm not going to be able to fix this by myself. Like, this is actually really happening. I think I was just in shock.
Explain to me what happened. If you got into a struggle and she took your gun, I just need to know. But I can tell you right now, every piece of evidence in there and everything that you've told so far does not match up.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to see you go down that road of, you know what, I'm gonna stay to this story and see where it happens, because that's where it makes you look terrible. I'm just telling you.
Oh my God.
And we're, like I said, we're close to the same age, and I'm just telling you right now, you do not want to see you screw the rest of your life up by trying not to tell us the truth, because the evidence on these is so clear cut and it's so easy. We have our crime lab out there right now processing everything.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I guarantee they're going to find 100 more things that we didn't see initially. I mean, it was enough to the officers at the scene to call us. Because normally on a suicide, they're pretty clear cut. This one, they're like, there's a lot of things that are not adding up here. Giving you an opportunity now to do the right thing and to not make yourself look like a vicious person. Because I'm telling you right now, the story that you're saying, you can try to say to that, it will never fly. And it's going to make it a lot worse for you. The scene tells a completely different story. This is not us just throwing stuff up in the air, taking a chance. We sat out there and studied that already without the crime lab.
For starters, I suck at shooting with my left hand because I am right-handed, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do something with my left hand if I want it done.
With her left hand, it was in her left hand.
But then to have her left hand completely clean.
It was in her left hand. I can't explain that.
Even if she did do it herself, there would be blood on her hand, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you say what you did and put it back on, there definitely 100% should be blood on her hand, right?
Yeah.
Her hand is completely dry, clean. That's what my partner here is saying. Right now, all this evidence does not add up.
I can't.
I just want you to just think. I just want you to think about this and what you're...
You're asking me to confess to something I didn't do.
No, I'm not. I'm asking you just to think about
it.
I'm asking you to think about it. I'm asking you to think about your wife and your 4 kids.
Oh my God.
I'm asking you just to think about that, okay? What I think is exactly what you just said. You freaked out because the gun was there, but you freaked out for another reason too. Because either A, she tried to shoot you and it was self-defense and you grabbed that gun and you shot her right back.
Oh my
you guys
God,
got in a fight about something.
No, that gun went off behind a closed door.
Like we said, you got to really think of a good story here because right now the evidence is not adding up to what you're telling us.
On December 19th, 2022, just 3 days after Alex's death, Matthew Ecker was formally charged with second-degree intentional murder and arrested without incident.
Happening today, the murder trial for a Fergus Falls man is set to continue in Ramsey County.
44-year-old Matthew Ecker was charged with second-degree murder in connection with the death of Alexandra Pennig of St. Paul. He originally reported she shot herself in the head. Jury selection began yesterday and will continue into today. He faces up to 40 years in prison if convicted.
On February 8th, 2024, Ecker's trial began in Ramsey County. The prosecution presented the physical evidence: the gun on Alex's left side when she was right-handed, the dry sink, no gunshot residue on Ecker, and the bathroom door lock piece found beneath her body. The defense argued Alex's mental health struggles and previous attempt proved she took her own life. They claimed the door lock evidence was circumstantial, but prosecutors countered that all circumstances together, The body position, the clean gun, Officer Vang's testimony, and the door lock pointed to murder. After 8 days, the jury reached their verdict on February 16, 2024, guilty of second-degree intentional murder. On April 4, 2024, he was sentenced to 30 years in prison.
It is the sentence of the law and the judgment of the court that you serve 360 months with the Department of Corrections.
The three-judge panel ruled that when viewed as a whole, the circumstances overwhelmingly supported guilt. Matthew Ecker remains behind bars, serving his 30-year sentence for the murder of Alexandra Pennig. His attorneys have indicated they may petition the Minnesota Supreme Court, though no decision has been made. For Alex's family and friends, the verdict brought some measure of justice, though it could never bring back the compassionate nurse who dedicated her life to helping others. A small metal ring, no bigger than a quarter, became the key that unlocked the truth and exposed a carefully constructed lie. In the end, it wasn't just one piece of evidence that convicted Matthew Ecker, it was the totality of the circumstances: the dry sink, the missing gunshot residue, the gun positioned on the wrong side, and that crucial piece of the door lock found beneath Alex's body. Together, they told a story that no amount of explanation could refute.